Every time a musician finds a new way of playing and creating music, something amazing happens. Think about the unique sound of Jimi Hendrix and how he's influenced 50 years of rock guitar, or how Django Reinhardt elevated gypsy jazz music despite his left hand injury, or how Jaco Pastorius removed the frets from his electric bass and created a sound no one had heard before. Breaking the rules is what moves music forward, and trust me, there is a new guy who just took finger-picking guitar to a whole new level. His name is Matteo Mancuso.
I mean, I recently saw a video of Matteo Mancuso is his name, and I was pretty stunned. It's just new level, tone, the touch.
And then there's this young 20-year-old electric guitar player from Palermo, Sicily. What the hell? I wrote to him, I said, "What are you doing? You're killing us."
There's a kid from Italy that plays guitar, but he plays like this, and he pivots. It's the most incredible thing I've seen since I first saw Stanley Jordan.
Incredible sound, beautiful phrasing, smooth playing, virtuosity that serves the music, and a right-hand plucking technique that truly is his unique signature. Matteo is a jazz and rock guitar player from Palermo, born into art. His dad is a known guitar player. His finger-picking approach is very close to flamenco technique, alternating between the index and middle finger in rest stroke gives Matteo incredible picking speed. He's just as fast as Paul Gilbert. Now let's take a look at Matteo playing Technical Difficulties by Paul Gilbert. This is the very first video on his YouTube channel, and I think he's 18 years old. So the first thing you notice is that he's resting the thumb on the body of the guitar, and with his index and middle finger, and sometimes with his ring finger, he's doing all rest strokes. When he plucks the strings, the finger rests on the adjacent string. This is very common in flamenco music, in the picados technique. It's absolutely incredible. Now fast forward a couple of years and we have Matteo Mancuso playing with his trio, The Chicken by Jaco Pastorius. I think this is the video that blew up on YouTube and made him popular. Now the first thing that we notice right away is the sound. The technique is still the same, but the sound is completely different. We have a sound that is closer to Alan Allsworth, especially the clean tone with the chorus. The band is absolutely incredible. So we still have the same right-hand approach, the rest stroke when he plays single notes. However, you can see that he will also switch between rest stroke and free stroke. For example, in this case, he's playing chords and he is plucking the strings with the free stroke. Now this is Pat Medini group Have You Heard? Beautiful song. Completely different sound, beautiful clean tone. The picking technique is still the same. Right now he's playing in free stroke. Beautiful sound. The interesting thing about Matteo's way of playing is the fact that I can hear the sound of a guitar pick even though he's not using one. Now it does use fingernails, which I think are extremely important in this case because you want to have the same attack as the guitar pick. But it's interesting how he can pluck the strings so smoothly even though he's using nails, especially with the rest stroke. The phrasing is absolutely incredible. Matteo is also an incredible classical and acoustic guitar player. He's really creative on classical and acoustic guitar. There is a video of him playing with Al Di Meola flamenco music, and I was surprised about how someone so young can play with Al Di Meola without breaking a sweat. Now this is Time to Leave, played with this beautiful classical guitar. I think it's a Yamaha. Beautiful chords. Now notice how his right hand technique is now, in classical mode. So we have free stroke, left hand as well. He's resting the thumb against the back of the guitar neck, just like a classical guitar player. And it makes sense because you can't really play these crazy chords with the thumb sitting on top of the neck. Beautiful chords. Beautiful. Very creative. He's a really creative guitar player. So when it comes to Matteo Mancuso, it's not just about the right hand technique and how fast he can play. I think it's really a combination of beautiful phrasing and composing skills that are absolutely incredible considering his young age. Let's take a look at the last video. I love how his tone is always changing, always improving, and the quality of the sound coming out of this guitar is absolutely incredible. You see, one thing about playing electric guitar with the finger picking technique is that he's capable of playing things that would be almost impossible with a guitar pick. Take a look at this phrase. This phrase is extremely challenging if you want to play with a guitar pick. 2 minor arpeggios. So it's a D minor arpeggio and a G minor arpeggio. And that would be really challenging to do with the guitar pick. And then we got these beautiful fourths. I mean, look at the right hand. Palm muting, free stroke. In music, when you break the rules, amazing things happen. I still remember the first time I watched Stanley Jordan playing the guitar with double hand tapping technique. I think back then nobody played like him. I mean, how amazing it is to create your own way of playing an instrument. I think with Matteo Mancuso is the same thing. Developing such a unique finger-picking technique on the electric guitar to play solos and melodies. I mean, some of the things that he plays can only be played with that particular finger-picking technique. And so it's incredible. And so hat off to this awesome